All right, next team up. Another really interesting team because we really haven't seen them. We really didn't see them to their full strength last year. It is the Golden State Warriors.
For that rebound, Draymond pushing, running with Chris. Marquise down the lane. Curry has the only shot made so far for the Warriors.
Honestly, they've been ruling this NBA the last half decade.
Unfortunately, they still won't be at their full potential.
Yeah, which is really sad. I was really excited, but again, it won't
Damn it,
happen.
KLAY playing
But obviously, KLAY got hurt, but because of that, they got key additions of Kelly Oubre, Nico Mannion from Arizona, James Wiseman, obviously. Starting lineup projects to be Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and we think James Wiseman. It could be Marquise Chris, but we think it's James Wiseman. With KLAY, obviously, I think a lot of people know how elite they were going to be. But now with KLAY gone and they got Oubre, this is a very interesting situation and team.
It's a very different team.
Very different team. But still still talented.
Yeah. I think this team is going to be really interesting to watch because you have Curry, who can do everything.
Yeah.
You have Oubre, who came from the Wizards and went to the Suns, who then became this guy, who became the Kelly Oubre we know now, the player, who he's he leveled up his game. Then we have Andrew Wiggins, who
he's just your consistent scorer.
Yeah, consistent scorer. He'll get you buckets. And then you have Draymond Green, who, we
don't know what he's gonna do.
If he's injured, and he gets injured so often, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen. But when he's healthy, he's such a good playmaker.
Things that don't appear on the stat sheet.
Yes, exactly.
People don't understand.
And then we have Jace Wiseman, who it might be their new Andrew Bogut, kind of, but a little bit more athletic.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, they will do better than last season. They're not going to get last place.
I think that, they got last in the West. So
I think, honestly, they're going to make playoffs. You have Steph Curry. He is arguably, he's arguably the best player in the league. Arguably as in there are few players that people can say they're the best player in the league.
Yeah. You think it's guaranteed they make playoffs?
Oh yeah. They're not going to not make playoffs. Is Golden State. You can't say after 1 year removed from being the top team in the conference that they're not going to even make playoffs just because KLAY's not back. You don't think they're gonna make playoffs? You think there's a scenario?
I'm gonna wait till you're done talking and then I can go into it.
Oh, okay. Well, that being said, I think their ceiling is 3, 4.
Wow, that is super high.
It's Stephen Curry, man.
I got you.
Yeah, it's Stephen Curry. Oubre is a great offensive player and defensive player.
Yeah.
Wiggins will help with the offense. Draymond is a defensive anchor. Wiseman will be a defensive anchor as well, and he will do what Marquise Chris was doing. He'll do what JaVale was doing. He'll just be that boards blocks guy that will be the easy pick and roll, easy dunks kind of guy.
Yeah.
3-4 I think is reasonable for that Warriors team, even without KLAY.
Okay.
Ceiling. That was my ceiling. That's how I say it. Yeah. I think they'll make playoffs though, no matter what.
Okay. So anywhere from 3 to 8.
Yeah, they'll make playoffs.
Okay. Oof, man. I'm a huge Curry fan. I love watching him. But I do feel like people get sucked into the Warriors hype a little bit. I think losing KLAY is almost it is breaking your season. Then again, Warriors did a great job of, kind of hedging that with Kelly Oubre, who I think, has all-star potential. The thing that worries me is they're just a slight minor injury away from not making the playoffs. If Curry misses any games, even if Draymond misses games, I think it's not looking good, especially with so much competition in the West. Because this is how I see it. In the previous years, if Curry or KLAY got hurt, it was fine. Why? Because you had KD. Or you at least had you had 3 top 10 players essentially. But now let's take it back to when they didn't have KD. It was Curry and Clay that took it over. But what made them so good? They had really good role players.
Iguodala, Sean Livingston, Draymond Green.
Even some of the smaller guys like Mo Spates, Looney, which they still have. But I don't like Wiggins. Unless he miraculously makes a jump this year, which it could happen. I do like Oubre. It's just, I don't know how he's going to fit necessarily. I don't know if he'll be able to sort of do his thing like he did in Phoenix. I think their highest they can go is 5. This is probably the one team that can range so much though for me. I think their ceiling is 5. But I think they can go as low as 10.
I'm gonna give you teams right now, and you tell me if you think the Warriors will win or lose.
Okay. Like better, like what are you talking about?
Like better or worse?
Okay.
All right. Phoenix Suns.
Better. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say about even.
Okay. Grizzlies.
Better.
Portland.
Worse.
Dallas.
Worse.
Thunder.
Better.
Rockets.
Depends. I don't know what's happening with Westbrook and Harden, but I would say even.
Jazz.
I want to say worse.
Nuggets.
Worse.
Clippers.
Worse.
Okay. And Lakers worse.
Yeah.
So you basically said that they're even to the Rockets.
Even to the Suns.
Even to the Suns.
Which is why I think they're a bottom tier team to me.
But Rockets were 4th seed last year.
Okay, but at the same time, I feel like they lost a lot of pieces this year. And I feel like there's a lot of chemistry issues because of the whole situation. This is why I'm saying though, like I could see a scenario where Curry just carries them to like the 5th seed in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. You really think they could beat, like, for example, you think they could beat the Clippers in a 7-game series? Without Clay? I don't.
Wait, but we didn't talk about that.
Okay, no, but I'm just
asking
you.
You're asking me now.
I'm just asking you now. Like, what teams do you think they could beat in a 7-game series? To be honest with you, I don't think they could beat the Mavs.
I think they beat the Rockets.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they could beat...
The Jazz is iffy to me. I could see both sides.
Yes, but I would say I think they could beat the Jazz.
Okay, what about the Nuggets? I feel like the Nuggets could beat them slightly.
I think it's the same thing with the Jazz where I can see it both ways too, though. That's the thing. Honestly, the only teams I think, Warriors I don't think they're gonna win is the Lakers and Clippers. I think other than that, or I guess Dallas.
Dallas is looking pretty good this year. Dallas is looking really good. Okay, but anyways, like I guess just to say this, the only way I see Warriors making it far without Clay is if Oubre fits really well in, and Wiseman I think is the X factor.
I honestly think Draymond might be their X factor because he's been like their playmaker kind of guy throughout all those eras. The KD era, the pre-KD era. You know, like Draymond Green has, even before their like best, the year before KD, the year before that, Draymond was their guy. You know, I feel like last year Draymond was hurt. Draymond was, he had like load management, like a lot of that stuff. He just never got to get in rhythm. I
mean, I think we're on the same page. The only reason I didn't pick him as an X factor is because I do think he's gonna come back to form.
Okay.
It's just, you know, when he makes plays, can these guys like Wiseman and, you know, Wiggins make those plays?
Gotcha.
Because, you know, Curry honestly could win MVP this year. So this is a very tricky team. So you said you see him 3-8. I see him 5-10.
4-8.
4-8 with your ceiling being 3.
Ceiling being 3, yes.
I said 5-10. I could see their ceiling being like
I think they're guaranteed playoffs. Like there's no way they're not. The Warriors are gonna make playoffs. I don't
know. There's a lot of teams, dude. That's good.
Yeah, but the Warriors are gonna make playoffs. That's
okay.
You know.
Okay.